Can you guys hear me well?
Yeah, we can hear you. This is it. This is Shitcoin Talk episode 24, and it's a goddamn party in here. We got a lot of people. There's too many people. Introductions. I am at Dumb on Twitter. You can follow me. I tweet. That's about it. And we got Alex Stirk today. So introduce yourself.
Oh, hi. I'm Alex Stirk, blockchain dissector and guy. Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Alex_Stirk. I also do a podcast, block_talk, where I tear apart projects and try and get to the bottom of their value. Occasionally, some people show up in a mask and they flip out, but it's usually goes pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll pass it off to Bitcoin Dad.
Hey guys, Bitcoin Dad, altcoin trader for the last 3.5 years or so. What a couple weeks we've had, huh? Good stuff. And after this, I get to enjoy Chuck E. Cheese with 100 kids. All right. I'll pass it on to Noose.
Hey guys, this is Noose at This Is Noose. I'm pretty good at buying local tops, and pretty much I think a good amount of them become local bottoms. Other than that, I just pretty much sell the local bottom and into secrets or any of these guys here hands. So yeah, these past couple of weeks have been really, really good. I'm thinking about becoming a professional trader. So I think the local top for all altcoins is near. Starting to make business plans and maybe even make a paid trading group. I'm not sure. ICO is in the works. So let's just be on guard, guys.
Okay.
I'm passing it off to Rogue. It's been a fucking long time, bro.
Yeah, I'm Crypto Rogue, also known as the strongest man in crypto. And I've been absent for a while because all of Shitcoin Talk has been using me as a goddamn Sherpa for their bags. But they finally started to sell, so I'm kind of free to go about my business again. And it's back on the show. Handing it off to Godson.
Know, King, that I am of kings and superior to all who are under the sky. Permitted to greet me on my arrival and to receive me with magnificence that befits my nobility. My name is Dodson.
Toilet, can't you mute this guy?
All right.
Thought this was the beginning to come into America.
Godson tried to sell me socks and incense downtown North not too long ago. All that shit.
Yeah, my name is Godson, and you find me on Twitter at Manta_Godson, trade shitcoins and make jokes. Pass it off to Embroid.
Godson, do you have that shit written down? Remember?
I bet you remembered it. He didn't even write it down.
I'm the Slav of this group, trying to trade, and it's going well. I'm learning all the fucking time. You always got to learn, never stop. Open it up to Digi, go for it.
Hello, GoDigi here, minor trader for a few years now, and kind of, just part of the team. Nice to be on the hangout for once.
Hell yeah, then there's Need a Coin.
Yeah. No,
Then there's Need a Coin.
Hey, Need a Coin.
Chopped liver.
What's up, guys? What's up, guys? I'm Need a Coin. The only one of these fuckers who actually trades for a living. Been trading full time since 2014, and just looking for that next $20,000 market cap that's ready to turn into $2 million.
All right, that's a good start. So first things first, I am pleased to announce that someone has generously doubled our tip jar by sending us a pretty decent sized tip, and I wanted to give him a shout out to start it off. So it's Verthog OG. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. He also gave us a few coins he wanted us to look at, so we're gonna start with that. How about that? He wanted us to talk about Excel, Syndicate, Mona, Nexium, and STRAT. I think we'll probably cover like 2 of those now. But Mona coin is one that's actually pretty interesting, so I thought we could dive into that one first.
Yes, Toilet. You're
Yes.
the fucking ultimate Mona shill, aren't you?
Dude, I love that Mona coin.
Yeah,
I love that Mona cat. Meow. So Mona coin is interesting because it's on Bittrex. It's like I think it was like forgotten about for a long time, and it dipped like crazy. Chart guy's got a chart. Someone's got a chart, hopefully. But yeah, they are. They're signaling 80% SegWit right now, and they've got like 500 blocks left in their signaling period. So it definitely could be a reality here shortly.
Quite an explosion in volume here. Look at that volume bar. It's fucking up the candles.
Yeah.
Here's a question. Did they actually fuck up SegWit? Because it seems like that's like everyone's saying it's Azure, right? And I kind of agree in terms of the keyword, but I think there's been a couple of forks, you know? So did they actually fuck it up? Or I mean, it's Japanese. We wouldn't know if they fucked it up, right?
Well, I thought Syscoin only fucked it up because they activated it and then it broke. So they haven't activated it yet. I don't know if they broke it or not. So it's
I think Syscoin
I am not sure.
Issues, Vertcoin I think just failed to actually get it to there. So if they're already at 80 and haven't had any complications, that's pretty good.
Yeah, and their signaling time is only a few hundred blocks, and they have like, I think it's like 90-second block time, so it's coming up pretty quickly.
Candle's fucking retarded. I'm looking over at Alex's screen. I mean, this was like in a never-ending downtrend. There were so many people that were like buying bottoms on Trex because that's kind of what Trex is good for, and it just, I think it destroyed everybody. I don't know if I think probably like 15 people tried. And probably only 3 people are tweeting about it now.
I tried at like 11,000 because I thought it was a good, and then I dumped it a long time ago and forgot about it. And then, yeah.
We're not even at your former break-even point. That'll tell you something.
Yeah, recently rebought at like 4,500, so I'm happy.
Even Beamish was underwater on this one. No, he had the average down, but I think he's doing okay now. I think he's probably at break-even.
Just buy double on a half. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, double down, buddy. So yeah, Monocoin is I think it's got a lot of upside to it, especially if they get SegWit going. That would be
any word
one to watch for sure.
Any word if Doge is gonna do SegWit, anything like that?
That's what I was wondering. I'm not sure if they. I have no idea.
This is basically the Japanese version of Doge, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say with the Japanese markets, rising volume in Bitcoin trading, it's another thing to keep an eye out of, or an eye on, because that could drive it up. If their altcoin market really starts going crazy, kind of like the Bitcoin market has done recently, Mona's probably going to be the one to catch a lot of that volume, being the most recognizable alt in that part of the world.
Yeah. I think the base of Monocoin is basically there's like this cat character called Mona, and like so it's like a known character throughout like Japan. Like not even people need to know about Mona coin specifically. So it's like the Doge basically. It's just a good coin logo name and shit. So
yeah, with the updates and then with Japan open arms on Bitcoin right now, this was definitely a good time to get in and enjoy this pump, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm not I'm in. I'm ready for takeoff, but this is definitely one to look at if you're not already in it for sure. I mean, just do your own research. What about you, Amber? You got something you want to say about it?
My notebook's struggling. I don't know what's, but I've got a couple in there. I just zoomed this shit in.
You have to have a robot.
Yeah, we have. I think you're a robot this show too, News.
You guys need a firmware upgrade. What's the next coin?
So STRAT. STRAT, I think that's the good one to talk about. That one is obviously doing some crazy numbers this week. And
Iron Man numbers.
What's that?
I'd like to say.
Yeah, the Iron Man numbers. I just wanted to be a little different this week. But yeah, STRAT, not START. Damn it. STRAT. That one is looking pretty damn good. Alex got a chart up too.
Yeah, I see a nice little gap here that'll probably come back down to. It's just pumping too hard. It's blowing gaps in all the candles. But overall, yeah, look for a good retrace on this one. I have a hard time chasing this.
Yeah,
I never got in, and I got when Social Pumper was all over it. I just immediately wrote this one off as one I'm not interested in. I don't really care where it goes.
That was a good anti-campaign they ran. I have to say that.
Yeah,
Well,
it's just like the whole.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, the idea, like when I see a shitload of marketing on a coin, it kind of turns me off. Like Chronobank, I don't like looking at Chronobank because they got fucking signature campaigns everywhere. Like you wonder why the hell like am I seeing Reddit ads for a fucking Ethereum token? Are they trying to sell something that's overvalued? Like what's the deal?
No, but they did a good
Like
job.
99%.
They kept a lot of us out, and then a number of us had to buy higher. So if that was the goal, which I mean, my sinister mind thinks, then yeah, they did a great job.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Who wants to buy anything they're being harassed about? As a contrarian crypto trader, it's just the easy way to keep us out.
I was gonna say that STRAT actually is, well, I mean, apart from whatever happened with social, whatever, they claimed they weren't behind that. They didn't have anything to do with it. And STRAT really started getting my attention back when they started talking about tumbling Bitcoin. They were gonna launch Mimble and stuff. So yeah, I mean, well, apart from the fact that the masternodes are gonna be super expensive, to me it's like a top tier right now.
Let's say STRAT was one of the Polo ads that never really pumped when it first got added. I mean, it barely broke the Trex all-time high, and then it kind of went into about a 2-month accumulation period before it started moving up. And it's playing around fib levels pretty nicely from a recent high. I do expect it to probably come back down a little bit before making another leg up, if it does make another leg up. But that might depend on news from the team.
So they are doing masternodes. Is there a figure on how many STRAT you need?
256,000 STRAT.
Wow.
250,000?
Fucking much. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. It's about 120,000. Yeah, it's about $120,000.
Yeah, but like I said, I mean, no one's gonna tumble the BTC on your shitty node that costs $10, right? I mean, they kind of need it to be expensive if it's gonna be worth something.
That node at ICO price is 2.5 Bitcoins.
250,000 STRAT. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
God damn. I mean, ICO price was what, like 1,400. So I guess if you bought then, it's not a big deal. But man, buying it now, that's crazy.
I think.
Well, what's the Dash Masternode at? Like, what is the cost?
That is, yeah. That's.
What's the cost to run a Dash Masternode right now? Isn't it like 90 grand or something?
Yeah, but even then, it took so long to get to that level of expensive for Dash in terms of its longevity.
Yeah.
Like to actually put masternodes at this part of an extended trend, it's just a real dick move. Like I don't normally care about coins that I'm not in or that I missed out on. There's just too many to bitch about. But doing masternodes at the top here or the local top, pretty fucked.
Yeah. So wait, that means there can only be like 250 like masternodes STRAT, and that's like, isn't the point of masternodes to be like really decentralized and stuff?
Okay.
So then
don't think so.
I don't know.
Totally. Don't pretend you're new.
Dude, isn't that the point though? Like,
well, this will be a trend in a lot of the coins that are going to like proof of stake, like delegated proof of stake, right? Like Ethereum will be these really expensive master nodes or delegates, whatever it is. What's the other one? Cosmos, that crowd sale that sold out like almost instantly. They're going to be all expensive delegates too. But the thing is, when they're doing their master noding, they can actually like lose money if they're not properly supporting the network. So there is significant risk in doing that too. But I mean, this is a trend for a lot of coins, like locking up value to actually like secure the network. I think Decred's probably got the best system down, where you don't need a shitload of Decred in order to like earn.
Yeah, that's really interesting with STRAT. That's a pretty large number.
Yeah, Mew is also planning a system where you can not only have your whole own masternode, but you can also a part of a masternode combine with other people and get your kinda. So that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how many different ways people can do this and figure out which one's the best way, I suppose.
So many ways to cultivate, or I mean, form a cult.
All right, so that's STRAT. We got some Twitter pics. I'll read those off. We'll get to a few of them, I think. We got Verge. Is it Oleon? I can't remember.
Yep.
Databits, Storage Coin, Bullberry, GBYTE or Byteball, Lisk, Z Classics, Shadow Cash, Monero, Digibyte, Skycoin, Smart Coin, Via Coin, Neos, Bitmark, IOC Insane, and ARC. So there's your choices. Do you guys still are you guys in Byteball? Are you guys in?
I have some balls.
You got some balls? Anybody else? Did anybody else partake in a snapshot?
No.
No, well, see, Fred told me when he was on that, it's gonna have to become a takeover, and then we're gonna have to dump our moms and dads. So I didn't want to become a criminal, so I didn't do this snapshot. No.
Fred knows best.
Wait, what about being a criminal?
I don't know. One time we got called criminals. It was like episode 20 or something.
So I had a fun chat with some legal representatives about what's the thing with snapshots and how does that apply to capital gains. And she's like, I don't think there's any law that actually applies. In order to get you to pay capital gains on a snapshotted token, like where you're credited, they would have to write a new law.
Yeah, that's a weird concept. Like, if you have this money, then you also will get this, like as a gift, like a gift, really. I mean,
yeah, like how often do you own a stock and they just give you stock in another company for shits and giggles?
Yeah, no, that's definitely an interesting one. And Bittrex added it.
It's called a stock dividend. So I mean, I would have to write a whole new law. They could just dividend, and some kind of treasury stock or whatever, and just use that as the basis.
But it's a separate entity, like a separate company or whatever, that has like maybe no relation to the first one. That was the point I was trying to get across.
Yeah, Byteball is like completely different than Bitcoin, I guess. But yeah, they got added on Bittrex yesterday after the swap. It looks like the price is it went up and it's kind of staying up after it got added to Bittrex. It's like sitting at 0.09 ish now. So there's more of that free money.
Pretty solid ad, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, I agree.
Looks really good, actually.
Considering Trexit is seemingly no longer a thing, I'd say after a couple weeks it might be a good time to get in.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting.
People are scared of Polo now. They're getting delays on withdrawals, so I think everyone's kind of like, I don't want to send any more money there. I want to start maxing out my daily withdrawals.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and Poloniex is starting to, there's a few states and regions that they're just kind of denying service, so they're giving you few days to move out.
Yeah, like they're not willing to put any effort into the legal side of running an exchange. So that kind of says a lot about, I think, their long-term plan.
Yeah, I know it. So there's Byteball. I don't really know a lot about Byteball, sadly. How about Verge? How's that looking today, boys?
It's looking fantastic. Let me pull up a chart.
There we go.
There we go. Do we see the chart?
Yep.
Yeah, that's such a nice breakout, man.
Yeah, I mean, the weekly chart gives you a better feel for what's going on, but we had long-term resistance there at 6 sats that we finally kind of pierced. I mean, we're talking all the way from
it's 300 days, yeah.
June of last year. And then going back further, you have like almost a second resistance level there at 10, which is back from almost 2 years ago. So when we kind of started touching that today, so if we break through 10 and kind of start moving into the teens, we have a lot of room to go up. There's kind of nothing but open space ahead, kind of a minor resistance at like 16, 17. And then, you know, I mean, then
it's going to just make its own chart, really. I mean, it's got to move around.
If you look at those accumulation zones, they're almost exactly the same length. It was 320 days or something, and this one was 3.
Right. I mean,
So
the last one was the rebranding pump. But it looks great.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I can't complain about that. I mean, Dev is. I just looked in the Bitcoin talk the other day. Dev is still kicking, and I don't know. On the last page of that thread, Dev said now is a great time to buy, and that was at 4 sats. I was like, ooh, buddy. So maybe there's some stuff coming up. I'm not sure, but yeah, man, Verge is looking great.
I mean, the Dev's been hard at work at, like, what's he been doing? That kind of almost Tor-like implementation that he's been working on for fucking ever.
Yeah, they call it
meant to be like...
Yeah, the I2P, yeah.
Yeah, so, like, that's meant to be pretty neat when he eventually gets it done. I mean, he's a one-man show, but he's a pretty capable dev. So, you know.
Right, and it's not copy and paste like he's doing.
Right.
This. So, the other thing is that it's still mineable, but the rewards are so small now. Like, I think the at 3 satoshis, the daily rewards that were spit out was like, I don't know, like 0.15 Bitcoin a day or something. So, I mean, it's reward is pretty small. So, yeah, man, Verge is looking pretty good at right now. I'm so excited. Good about storage?
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely pricing in the recent news of moving to Ethereum, but I think that will really kind of break the reins on like what's holding them back. Which they were trying to develop like a new payment system for Bitcoin. Now they don't have to do that anymore. They can just concentrate on doing data storage.
Yeah. Yeah, that does kind of suck.
Did you say Doge is moving to Ethereum?
No, storage.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was pretty adamant that Doge is going to do it too, but I don't know. I haven't heard anything from the one dev working on Doge. So, yeah, it might just be buying its time, waiting for Cosmos or something.
Yeah, so do they have a time frame of when they're switching to Ethereum?
That's a good question.
Because I'm not sure. I just know they have been, and they've been talking about all the stuff they can do with Ethereum that they can't do with Bitcoin right now. But
yeah, I think they just kind of opened the door and said that's their plan, but shouldn't really take that long. But I guess they do have some services they got to migrate over, so it will probably take a little while.
No, you're right. That is one to watch, because with the when they're switching out, I mean, when blockchains switch, crazy things happen with the price. So
it's actually interesting. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say the problem with storage I have is that, like, even if you time your move right with them, the pre-buying is like on like it's like GBYTE level, and it always spikes up, and you're just fucked. Like you have to hold a low entry forever because, I mean, if you look at that chart, it's just Wick City. It's so fucked. So I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe if they change and they get a new chart, and it kind of does that whole new chart, emotional baggage is off the table. But it's
actually
really,
a good fundamental information is like storage has like a 95% pre-mine, and the reason they had that was for developing this payment system with Bitcoin. They wanted to do like some hub and spoke, so you're like trading Bitcoin for like another collection of Bitcoin. But now they don't need to do that with Ethereum. So I wonder how much of the storage they're going to burn.
Maybe that's part of it. Like, so every now and then I look at a chart, and I'm not afraid to say I don't know what the hell's going on. Storage is one of those coins I look at it and I'm like, do I need to turn to weekly? Do I need to smoke some weed? Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I was gonna say there's actually something interesting going on with the sort of moves in blockchains, because I mean no one's heard of it because everyone's talking about SegWit and whatever, but actually a bunch of BTC, like a bunch of coins that were on the Bitcoin blockchain is actually going to move to Litecoin pretty soon. Like most of the ones that were like Omni and whatever else are actually going to move to a combination of LTC and I think BTC. So there's been a lot of like migration going on because of the whole debate going on with the block sizing.
Yeah, there's just migration going on in general because I think better blockchains have come out in the last year than so people are just switching to more efficient stuff.
Don't say that.
Litecoin's more efficient.
Efficient stuff. All right. Anybody else got anything to say about storage?
Probably gonna buy some. I'm gonna wait for a dip though.
Buy the dip.
Buy the dips.
That was
a good project.
Last episode.
Urkel's gonna take it to the moon.
The buy the dip episode, last episode, and that was a really good episode.
Okay.
So, you guys thinking about VIA coin?
VIA?
VIA.
Got one of the craziest charts going on, and Romano is definitely putting in work there.
Yeah.
I had a chance to meet with Romano back in October when I was in Europe, and I think he's really excited about working on it, and he's got a lot of support from DRAC, and kind of really wants to like learn a lot more about how to build blockchain services and kind of implement things that can't be really implemented on Bitcoin. So props to him. Like, the guy is doing it pretty much unfunded. He trades pretty well to kind of fill his pay his rent, and then he develops VIA on his own. So that has a lot to say for it, right?
Yeah. They're not signaling for SegWit yet because he said he's working on a few things before they start to signal. But I mean that's kind of a good thing. Like, he didn't just rush to go for SegWit.
I'm surprised with that. I mean, good surprise. Everybody rushed to it, and I just assumed that they had already done some preliminary steps. So I mean, that's good because like I was joking earlier, a lot of coins are fucking up hardcore on it.
Yeah, so definitely a nice surprise. And he's got the legendary dash pumper that likes VIA coin now as well.
Yeah, that guy, when he gives his blessing, he makes markets move. So good on him for taking good with that guy.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where VIA goes. I'm wondering, so VIA, whatever the fuck you want to call it, one of their biggest mining pools, I think, is F2 pool. So, and they don't seem like they're signaling for SegWit for any coin. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out. But yeah, VIA is looking Good.
Actually, I think I seen that pool operator tweet recently that he did a poll, and I think the majority wanted him to support it, and he said, "Oh, based on that, I will go ahead and support it."
Yeah, Wang Chun or something.
Yeah.
His name is on Twitter.
It's all back and forth.
I fucking hate that guy's name. I just think of that shitty song. I know Gambler tweeted about it, and I agree. Every time I see that guy's name, I think of that fucking stupid song.
Why don't you sing it for us?
I have not. You are not getting me to sing that.
I don't even know what song you're talking about.
I don't even know what song it is either.
Oh, just fucking Google it.
All right, whatever. So
what's next?
What is next? That is the good question. Oh God. Poolberry. We haven't visited that one in a while.
BBR.
BBR.
Yeah, nice little look. Okay.
I think they are also going to include masternodes in their coin as well.
Yeah, because it's the latest fucking fad. Just stop with it. Jesus Christ, people.
Yes.
It's just another full control polo pump coin.
So someone should make a masternode SegWit coin like real quick.
Yeah. Masternode SegWit.
Just name your coin. You know what? Do a rebranding pump and name your coin Masternode.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, that would be great. You make a new coin, call it Masternode.
No, call it
different code base, put it on the Ethereum blockchain.
Call it Masterwit, you know? Just take Masternode and SegWit and put it together and make it.
See, I don't know what there's not much to say about Blueberry. I mean, it was devless for a long time. I started pumping. Someone took it over. Now they're gonna do masternodes, but I mean, someone's got full control of this thing. So, unless anybody else got anything to say,
Question about masternodes in general. Maybe someone can answer for me. Can I turn off my masternode and sell my coins at any time, or is there like a lock time, or does that kind of vary from project to project?
Yeah, it does vary from project to project. Dash you can just turn off and sell, but I'm not sure which one it is that you have to hold it for like a while. But yeah, it depends from project to project. Especially what the kind of masternode that it is. So.
Yeah, because
things like
you've got a kick on governance right now, right? So if they can implement anything governance related, then investors or hedge funds are kind of like, oh, well, if we buy a certain percentage of this, we'll have control of it or some control of it.
Yeah,
that's I think a lot of what their mentality is, right?
Yeah, I mean that's legitimate. I think you're right, because if they do have full control, then they take over a coin, then they just make all the decisions and do whatever they want.
Yeah, they see the rise in Decred and they're like, oh man, governance. Because I've talked with a couple market makers myself, and they're like, oh, do you guys have any governance programs? I really like what Dash is doing. I'm like, rolling my eyes. I'm like, that's only necessary if you have a shitty community or someone has an unfair advantage.
Yeah.
If you have a good community, you should be able to agree on what the best course of action is. Worst case, you do a carbon vote or something. But
right.
It's brutal. Oh yeah, we got to implement this feature for our 5 users to agree.
Yeah, the 5 whales. Yeah, exactly.
But you mean how Pink Dog Coin has SegWit implemented?
Yes, Pink Dog Coin sitting at 1 Satoshi.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, looking at BBR technically, because there's only one way to trade half these coins, and it's technically, because otherwise you're gonna look at the fundamentals and never buy 90%. And it's got a double bottom basically here, W whatever the fuck, and if it closes above 33K, that's a pretty historical low, which was launch dump pricing, and whenever it got up here, it kind of pumped. So it was a small pump back in the end of last year, and then we just had the beginning of the year one. And it looks like it might kind of go up in that range again. And I mean, maybe we can actually see some higher prices here, but yeah, there's nothing going on with it. It's you just got to really time it right. And I beg to say it actually looks okay for now, but this is a full-bodied candle, so you might want to wait a little bit. But 33K is kind of a key price I see.
Yeah. I'm not. I don't know. I've traded before. There's other stuff that I would be looking at, I think, but you know, whatever. Do what you must.
So you're like on a netbook or something right now? Your resolution is completely low.
Oh yeah. I'm on. This is my trade station, man. Like it's a 13. This is my 13-inch killer. This is how I make all the big bucks, man.
Nice. Yeah.
That's how he makes Bitcoins.
Yeah, seriously. I just fucking shit out Bitcoins here. Awesome. Everybody wants to talk about, you know, their amazing trade stations, and they're like, oh, I have 32 gigs of RAM. I'm like, what you know about fucking work laptops with 13-inch screens and 4 gigs of RAM?
Nothing.
I know about that shit. Yeah, like the reason I became so price action oriented is like, cause fuck this computer, man. There's nothing fucking glorious about it. It'll just optimize your trade strategy. That's it.
Yeah, resistance is like it's really good to improve, right? So we got another one on this list here. I'm kind of interested to look at Z Classic. I know that's a good one.
That's exactly what I was looking at too. I know that. Yes, let us talk about Z Classic now.
So we actually had the original dev of this coin show up in the Ubix Slack the other day, and he was asking about our code base, and I think he was looking to launch an Ethereum code or Ethereum chain with no, I guess, ICO or pre-mine, but then he realized we were already doing that, and we weren't really going to help him.
Yeah. So Z Classic, they're doing a snapshot thing for a new blockchain. Is that?
Yeah. Like it's swapping to Zen. So I don't know if the Z Classic is going to disappear or not, but Zen is going to be the new ticker, and I think it's a new dev team. I believe it's going to have some sort of pre-mine or ICO or some sort of funding going towards the development team. But the team, I think, actually has some pretty good chops.
That goes against everything that Z Classic was supposed to be.
Well,
like
you know what's an important thing to say here is that like there's so many swaps you can reference, and most recently is like Hunter Coin. Fucking dump this shit if you have it before like whatever snapshot comes out or whatever key date. Like it's just gonna go to shit after. Whatever it is, if you have to buy something to receive something, whether it's a snapshot or you have to have a certain amount of coins by a particular date, just get the fuck out of it, because there's going to be no incentive after that. The news is going to be baked in.
Yeah, it looks like the news is already it's already put the price up.
I see some nice gaps a little higher up here. It could hit what's it, 700,000.
Not much resistance up here.
Yeah, I mean, you got to hope that someone takes it as an opportunity to, you know, people are locking stuff up and whatnot, but I can't think of one time it's panned out. It was NXT fucked up. What else? What are some other swaps that have just been terrible post swap?
NXT and Ardor, was it VRC and their VRM one?
Yeah. I don't really know that any of like really terrible.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, there you go. We just showed up. Alex is looking at a fucking murder scene right there.
Yeah, this is a Shadowcast doing an ICO. So they're doing the same thing that Vericoin did, where it's like an optional ICO for the developers to take in their own coins. And it's, I don't know, the whole thing just reeks of bad news. I don't like it. Varium did not go that smoothly, and I think that was kind of setting the precedent that it's not a good idea for devs to fundraise their own coins.
Right. And also, so Shadowcash, like there was some guy on Twitter that was leaking that they were doing an ICO or some weird drama. I don't know. Shadowcash is just, like looks like garbage. I don't know. I'm not
getting back to Z Classic, I saw something about the dev too that he joined Bitcoin Unlimited at one point. Anyone know?
Oh yeah. He wrote an article saying why I'm leaving Bitcoin Unlimited. I think it was kind of more of just a social piece, you know. He just wanted to get the retweets.
Oh, okay, all right.
After those Twitter points, you know.
All right. Yeah, because I don't think that's good for your coin to say that you're in line with Bitcoin Unlimited, because most alt traders hate it. Anyway, I mean, right now the chart, you know, for Z Classic looked good. I have kind of PTSD from holding a partial on Hook, on Hunter Coin. That it's like basically it went from like fucking big ass balls for getting a fucking, I think 8x or 9x or some crazy multiplier. Now they're just shriveled up nuts. So.
Yo, News, I kind of disagree there in hating on Bitcoin Unlimited, because it's the only thing keeping Bitcoin down right now, which is making altcoins go up.
Yeah.
So I'm in a love-hate relationship with Bitcoin Unlimited myself.
I agree. I just think the actual outcome would be pretty catastrophic, where you know, not a lot of us have talked about it in a while, but if it actually does happen, I'm dumping everything and the whole scene.
Oh yeah, they're fucking dicks. I agree there, but yeah.
I think my conspiracy theory is that Ver is invested in all these Bitcoin 2.0s, and then he's like making Bitcoin look really unattractive to investors, so they look for other options. It's like, oh, the Bitcoin beatings will continue until alt morale improves.
Yeah, I've heard that before. I mean, that dude's a piece of shit, and you know, but whatever. Like, he's pumping my coins, so that's great.
Yeah, like he's invested in all the.
Go ahead.
He's invested in all Bitcoin 2.0. It's like he's not doing smart contract platforms. He's not in storage. He's in like Dash. He's in Zcash. He's in Zcoin. Like he wants to buy these or have these other currencies, and then have those pump up in value. So he needs to make Bitcoin look unattractive as like a store of value and a value transfer mechanism, and that's why he is being a real pain in the ass.
Fuck, I forgot my tinfoil hat.
Oh,
damn it. News, you were asking about really awful swaps. Someone mentioned Bitcoin Dark to like Komodo.
Oh yeah, I mean, didn't it go to shit after? I mean,
it was just confusing as all hell.
Yeah, I didn't take part in that, so I don't. All I have in recent memory is that absurd pump, but that absurd pump took a long time, so I really can't speak on that one.
It'd be different if he had anything built, maybe. Like the Shadow Cash guy doesn't even have a white paper.
Yeah, I know. I think we could hit one more coin, and then we'll just do a little roundup, see what everyone's looking at. There's like some drama going on between like Zcash and Monero right now. Do you guys have any idea about that?
Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, Zcash is bringing up old-ass research and trying to FUD Monero, but it's really hard to FUD them because that one of the lead devs, Fluffy Ponies, whatever, Ricardo, he's a fucking huge troll, and he's smart, so it's really hard to FUD. And he's like, guys, like, we exposed this ourselves a long time ago. Move the fuck on. And Zuku, or Zuku, I don't know how you say his name. He's just playing like, I don't know if he's playing dumb or he is dumb.
I don't know.
Can we just get a vote in here on that? Like, do you guys think he's stupid, or do you think he's really good at playing stupid?
I think he's oblivious.
I think he's the project manager. He's not like the developer. Like he understands what like they have to build, but he doesn't, know the intricacies of it. He's kind of like, oh yeah, no, like I can get you that answer. I know exactly who to talk to, but he doesn't, know all the answers himself.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I like Zuku. I like, man, he's kind of a funny character.
I've never seen someone so supposedly smart look so dumb repeatedly. Like, he just says some dumbish shit, and it's all shucks. Like, it's like, oh look, our market cap is going up. That's nice. What? Like, look at the volume. I hear volume is good.
You know what I call that? It's the academia disconnection from reality. Academic research behind them and shit, and you can see it on a person.
Yeah, but someone on Twitter had to explain to him what a pump and dump was like last week.
Yeah, exactly. And then like, you know, Ricardo just has kind of like the street smarts, if you will, and he just shits on him and those guys all the time. So I don't even think the XMR short was the kind of intraday short play. I don't even think it was profitable for a lot of people because he really, you know, stifled that pretty quick. So I don't know.
It fucked me over hard, man. It just shook me out of my lung. That's what it did.
Yeah, it held pretty good here.
Yeah.
Like, what happened there was it's building a bullish pennant, and that one broke out, and then the FUD came, but the support didn't break down, but it scared me anyway, because it looked legit for a while, and then it proved to be bullshit, so it just shook me out of my lung at the loss, and that's it.
Yeah.
And now I think it'll keep going up because it's not a real problem.
Yeah, you know, when it comes to stuff like this, it's tough. But I like to remind myself that, like, as a technician, you kind of just have to ignore fundamentals sometimes, and then the opposite as well. If you're a fundamentalist, you have to like tell technicians, like, put your fucking charts away. Like, I believe in this, you know. And this is an example of one of those things where in the past, I probably would have been shaken out as well, because you're like, it doesn't matter what I think, everybody else is gonna sell, but it just did nothing. So I mean, that's bullish. It doing nothing.
Yeah, man, I still can't believe Monero. That was crazy. All right, so it looks like we got like 10 minutes, 15. We got a lot of people here, so we can go a little longer. But you guys want to do like a little roundup? If you're mining anything, if you're looking at smaller caps, you started off. Alex,
yeah, one of the smaller caps that was requested was all.
Yeah, Oleon.
It was just added to Yobit, I think.
Yeah, it's on Cryptopia as well.
Yeah, this is this coin used to be the Troll Pay. They've got the movie site. I expect big things from this coin after seeing what PureVids did. This coin actually came out before PureVids, didn't get the attention, kind of got left behind, and then now it's starting to gain some traction. They did they're doing, I should say, the switch right now for their website, and they've got a bunch of updates coming. They've got like 800 movies, and they're on a whole bunch of exchanges now, Yobit included. Volume was pretty good yesterday. A lot of potential here for this coin. Really low market cap.
So they came out. It came out as a Troll Pay. Like, do you think they did it on purpose to like once the coin accumulate it and then rebrand it and then, or like, because Troll Pay is like not something I would take seriously, but this is something I could see.
I don't know. I don't
most
know.
Coins. That's kind of the story of most coins. Is if it's not on purpose, it's you know, in like a malicious way. It's on purpose because people just want to have fun, and then later on they're like, "Whoa, this fun shit can make me money." So time to spruce it up. So I don't think it was malicious though. It was way too long to be malicious.
Yeah, the dev's really active. He's there pretty much every day, updating. $80,000 market cap. There's only 7 million coins. Really low supply, but I'm a fan of this. As long as he keeps going on the project, it'll do really well.
Sweet. Yeah, that was one I wanted to cover, but I figured we'd get to it in the roundup. So, yeah, that one's interesting for sure. Alex, you got anything you're looking at?
Yeah, like I'm watching Steam it because I'm like fully powered down now. Like my account was probably worth over 20 grand at the peak when it was like $4 a coin, and now I'm just kind of like, okay, well, I guess I'll hold and hopefully we get back up to like $1. But we had a pretty sexy retrace here, and I loaded up on a little more, and yeah, I'm hoping Steam. I think that shakeout from Dan leaving is probably pretty good. Hopefully the rest of the team has enough technical chops to actually, you know, get the ball rolling again.
Sweet.
As for, I don't know, if you guys have any questions on UBIC, I'd be happy to answer.
Yeah, you guys give us
How's the gold going?
I got one.
There we go.
Where do you guys keep the Kool-Aid?
God damn it.
The Kool-Aid. No, we have Jello shooters. Everyone knows that.
Oh, man, they upgraded. Okay.
No, I think we got a pretty good community. You guys are welcome to join the Slack. I think a lot of you guys are in the Slack.
Yeah, I'm in there, yeah. It's definitely the hangout spot for sure.
Yeah, if you want to talk to Bill and Richie and be real, like that's a good spot to kind of tell them what coins you want to buy, and you don't get as much traffic as you do in their Slack. We got the coinage you guys hang out there too. So
I'm not gonna lie, I messaged Bill one time in the Gembuck Slack trying to save Prime 11. So
tell JF to unblock me, and then I'll join the Slack.
Oh, I can't do that. You have to do something for him.
So, Sturkey, would you say that UBIC is basically Bittrex Dotcoin?
No, I would not say that at all.
Well, since the management is basically working with the coin and they're basically do everything with the coin, they're pretty much a part of the team, no?
No, I wouldn't even say our corporation owns the chain, so you couldn't say that Bittrex owns the chain.
So would you say that a coin, UBIC coin, has an influence over Bittrex decisions?
No, I don't think so. Julian is helping out with a lot of the picks right now, and he's actually picked out a lot of really good ones. The other day I was actually talking about music coin, and he liked a lot of the fundamentals on it. He's like, oh yeah, no proof of work or no pre-mine, no ICO, and then
on that note, why did they ever remove audio coin and then add music coin? It's basically the exact same coin.
So it's the EVM, and anyways, he found a lot of really good stuff, I guess, about it. And then I was talking to him last night. I'm like, hey, David Diorio is involved with this. That's Anthony Diorio's brother, co-founder of Ethereum. So this is essentially an Ethereum spinoff. And if you look at their website, they even got Coda's Law written on it. So I think Anthony is still a little sour about the whole fork. He had some strong opinions of it. Yeah, Anthony's the guy who built the Jax wallet.
Okay.
Am I ringing any bells with you guys? I don't know. There's more players involved in this, and Julian's able to look at the GitHub and actually get a feel for oh, this isn't just a straight up fork. There's actually potential here. Oh, look at the hash rate. There's a lot of factors involved with a coin being added, and I think Julian is kind of really finding the ones with development teams that actually are putting resources toward it. It's not just someone.
Yeah, he's added some good projects lately.
I'm very happy on that side, and don't get me wrong, I love when JoinCoin pumps 600% and fucking. I'm like, oh wow, this is what I used to do. I used to buy all this bullshit and then wait for this moment. But it is kind of a bad thing for noobs when they buy the top of orb and then they say they're gonna commit suicide on Twitter. So I get that aspect of it, and him kind of calling some of those markets it's better long term.
Yeah, I have to give it up to Julian because he's developed his own coin, obviously, and he's been a real big part of the community. So he's on Bittrex side adding coins that are actually good. I appreciate that. I can appreciate that. So
and the little liquidity tab was empty earlier. I guess Rise.
I noticed that the other day too. I was like, God damn.
And that's kind of the point, right? We don't want to have empty markets. You want to have full books. You want to be able to get in, get out. What's the use of trading candles if the spread is going to kill you every time? I'll give you guys just some last bit of information here. There's a new room in the UBIC Slack called Apex Ventures, and that's Ace's project. So he'll be doing an ICO probably in the next month, and it will be a token on UBIC, and he's working with Bittrex. The pre-an should be released by Monday. So yeah, that's information just for you guys.
Cool. Bitcoin Dad, you got anything you're looking at this this week, last few weeks?
Not really minding anything. The way the markets have been, you can't really ignore that. It's hard to turn your back on it. So I haven't really been minding anything necessarily, but a couple smaller coins I like see that's been moving. GeoCoin. I like Blitz. I don't know if you guys have heard if it's just mainly rumors or not, but will be in a side chain of Stratus. I don't know if you guys heard that or not.
Yeah, I heard that was not a rumor that was actually going to happen, but I heard it on Twitter, so I don't know.
Oh, I do have a bag of that, so I haven't had it confirmed if that was really the case or just a rumor. But other than that, there's that coin on Yobit that I bought. What was it? ELE. I kind of like that one. You making a cameo, dude? Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese. Next time, Chuck E. Cheese before the show. They've been bugging the shit out of me the whole time. So I'll cut mine short.
All right.
Right now.
All right.
I thought I was hearing someone's mom calling them up from the basement.
Yeah. Donnie's about to go, listen, if you don't let me show my coins, you don't get any fucking pizza, okay?
What about you, Nis? You got anything you're looking at?
Yeah, I'm looking at this whole fucking market in disbelief, man. I'm actually, I'm in game that actually just broke a new all-time high, and I got in at 40,004 sats, and then Nexium too, I think is gonna make a new all-time high. You guys know me at this point. I'm kind of buying extended trends and that people are afraid of getting into. It's not the same as buying bottoms, but people are still fucking afraid, so I'm down for it. I think Game has a IC. I know they have an ICO coming up. I don't know the full reasoning behind it, but whatever. And there's also a block happening in 45 days, so I'm hoping it pumps up, for the sake of it, because there's no reason why coins actually have to pump up leading up to a block, block decrease, but we do that so that the miners can still make money because they were just a bunch of manipulative fucks. So Game is looking promising to me. Nexium, I think it's so stupid to be named after a medicine, but
yeah, that's what I was thinking too, dude. Someone was like, "Have you heard about Nexium?" I was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, there's just nothing but like wicks above the price right now. So the only bag holder contention is people that bought that top a couple months ago, so it looks great. Other than that, I'm just holding on to a shit ton of winners from late Jan and mid-February, and I've been wanting to train hop, but I can't. Like, they just keep making lower lows, and even when Bitcoin shakes the tree, I'm just holding strong, and this is just fucking retarded. Like, the amount of money I've made, like, this is fucking nuts. Like, but this time I at least have exit plans. I can't wait to dump on everyone and just take a vacation.
Hell yeah, dude.
Passing it along to whoever the fuck.
How about you, Rogue?
Yeah, I mean, with Bitcoin data, a Geo, it's up nicely from the bottom, beginning of the year. It's got lots of room to move. GRC is another one on Polo that looks like it can go up nicely. Flow's another one that's up 3-4 times from the bottom. It seems like a lot of coins go anywhere from 3 to 5x from their recent lows and are kind of sitting around waiting for the next move up. And I think you've seen that from a lot of the coins that went like times 10 to times 20. So, I've got a couple other coins that are up significantly from their low, but I still think could go up pretty high over the next coming months once, they kind of get their turn to shine.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm gonna co-sign on Gridcoin right there. It's actually hasn't done shit in my opinion, and I think that means that it's coiling up. It's gonna just go nuts because a 2x in this environment. I'm gonna steal this line from Godson. That's a fucking insult.
Godson's got the quotes. What about you, Godson?
Nothing, man. My bags don't need you.
Okay, fine. All right, we'll skip you. Grow Digi. How you doing over there, fella?
Yo, guys. Nothing kind of to add on what you guys mentioned, but I'm kind of liking these Ethereum tokens on places like Liquid and stuff at the moment. So kind of looking at getting a few of those. Got some edgeless, got some time and stuff like that. So kind of looking at those at the moment. But apart from that, just kind of mining away.
Yeah, we were talking about that Liquid.io exchange that people are starting to talk about. That thing it's pretty nice, actually. Not gonna lie. So I don't know, maybe check that out if you're interested. But yeah, all the Ethereum tokens are on that exchange, which is kind of cool.
First blood.
Yep, you can get all of them. How about you, Nitacoin? You got anything you want to say?
Oh, I got bags on bags, man. I could talk all day, but I'll keep it short. Folding coin. Folding coin is I've talked about this coin so many times, but with EMC2's recent run, that just pushed the research market caps up to around $3 or $4 million, which means this coin should easily be breaking the 500 Satoshi plus range. So yeah, all eyes on folding coin. I guess I'll just leave it at that for now.
Yeah. Can I say something? I mean, most of my picks, I pretty much do an update, on I put them on Twitter, and then I just track them to, wherever they're going. And the one that I was going to talk about was Golos, seeing as STEEM has started moving up now, be like the next coin that I think will really blow up on Trex.
Sweet. Yeah, it'll be interesting to watch that one with STEAM moving. I agree. Ambroid.
Yeah, I've been liking Block lately.
Yes.
It's been moving so nice, man. What else? I've liked, well, lately I bought some of that. That's my latest buy. Else, I've been riding all these pumps, man. So nice.
Yeah.
What else? Let me look at the charts. Just give me a sec. The EMC2, man, that's been so nice. And for Mew to go higher.
Can we end the show on everyone's favorite weed coin?
Oh God.
Oh, how about shitcoin, man? That's been so nice.
Pick one weed coin out of them all. I don't know.
Kush.
Kush.
Man.
Yeah, last week I mentioned dope coin.
Yeah. It's almost 420. Wow.
Yeah, speaking of 420, I just landed an interview with Tokes for 420, so it's gonna be a late night show. Are you
guys gonna get stoned?
Maybe.
Cool. Sweet. As for me, I don't know, BlockNet. I don't know. I really like Block. I've been a Block fanboy for a while. DataBits looking pretty good this week, I think, as well.
Yeah, I have a love-hate thing on that.
On DataBits.
Yeah, I don't want it to go up too high, guys, because let's let the game come out and burn everybody's fucking tokens, and then let's go twice to the moon.
Yeah, exactly. DataBits is looking good. Cryptopia. Friggin' they added Skycoin. That's one I've been kind of fanboying over the last week or two. And Mona coin I'm really happy with. So fuck, I don't know. That's just riding out the pumps too. So and I choose Kush coin just because.
Cool.
Well, any last words? Should we just end this thing? Are we done?
We got a tip jar, as usual.
We got a tip jar. Yes, we have
Follow
a Twitter.
everyone on the show.
The descriptions will be updated.
We want to talk about DOT, but we're
time,
so.
Yeah, I know DOT was on those. Maybe we'll get it next time.
Yeah, we'll get DOT next time.
Yeah, we'll get him next time. Don't worry, Cryptopia. Yeah, just subscribe, like, follow, retweet, give us some love. That's about it. Shitcoin Talk. Let's see you next week.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Love you too.
Bye-bye.